Hello, YouTube friends. It's been a while since my previous upload. It's been 15 months since my last purchase of this beautiful air gun, the RTI Arms Puppet 2. So I'm gonna give you a honest review, ownership review about this air gun. I have no negative comments about the performance of this RTI Prophet 2. Although last year, after 3 months of my purchase, around April or May last year, I had experienced the leaking valve, the pressure assisted valve is leaking air to the plenum. But thankfully, Mr. Rock of RTI had already sent uh, the spare assisted valve in advance. So when I contacted Mr. Rock of RTI, he informed me to go to my nearest dealer, and he assured me that he had already sent spare valve for the uh, defect RTI stock valve. So immediately I replaced the new version of RTI assisted valve in a matter of days. And then I had some concerns about the regulator. So Mr. Rock sent me the updated regulator internals immediately. So I installed them and it's working pretty good. So thank you, Mr. Rock of RTI, for the very good customer service you have given to us. We are very happy, and good thing with the RTI, they listen. No? They listen to the customer reviews and feedbacks. So we have this Facebook group, the discussion about the RTI air guns. So they collected all the comments and these recommendations and suggestions, and they come up the RTI P3. So the P3 now has all the improvements of the Prophet 2. So the P3, I haven't heard any negative comments or feedback about the air gun. So I was about to buy P3, but I learned that another version of RTI airgun is coming, the RTI Mora. The RTI Mora is like uh, copycat version of P3, but a bigger one, the big brother of P3. So all the improvements of P3 they carry out to RTI Mora with some improvements. So uh, let's wait and see. I might gonna buy the Mora this time because I skipped the P3. So uh, wait and see, guys. When the airgun reach our shores, I might definitely buy the RTI Mora. That's it. So while waiting for the new RTI product or the new RTI airgun, I ordered some upgrades for my Prophet 2 from our. I'm gonna demonstrate to you how to change the barrel. So I have here a spare barrel. and some parts, the useful parts. So guys, if you're gonna ask me about my ownership review about this airgun, I about the performance, I cannot say any more negative comments, because RTI has really uh, were helping us and giving us the assistance 100% customer satisfaction. And guys, about the bulb and the regulator internals, and Mr. Rock has sent to me, they are all free. That's the good thing with the RTI. So let's unpack these products I had for my Prophet 2. So they sent the reward card, a discount. There's a code at the back as a discount voucher from Wolfic Group. Thank you. And I have here the Lothar Walter 762 barrel. So we're gonna install it, uh, remove the stock, and we're gonna install the 762. And these are single shot tray. Yes, single shot tray, pellet pusher, and the barrel ring. So if you're gonna replace the barrel, you have also to replace the end cap. Oops, you have to replace also the end cap around here. So we have the end cap because we have a bigger bore. We also have to replace the end cap of this shroud. And we have here the barrel installation tool. This is a very useful tool to remove and insert the new barrel. And of course, I have here the magazine, 7-shot magazine. What else? So tray and pellet pusher. That's it. So if you're gonna ask me if I'm gonna graduate using the caliber 22, no, hell no. I'm gonna this just used for hunting big game. Yep. Let's continue. So let's do one by one step procedure how to replace the barrel. So first we have to remove, and then the end cap. So the end cap is for caliber 22. Let me compare if this oh guys, there's no need to buy a new. Oh yes, you need to buy, because for caliber 30 it has a bigger bore for the end cap. So advice, you need to buy end cap if you gonna upgrade the caliber. But for the it's the same because see this is the thread is 1/2 UNF. Yep, this is 1/2 UNF. So new end cap, and next one we have Allen screw here. This screw is the one holding the barrel. Yep. That is the one holding the barrel. So we're gonna use the tool. Let's see if it's gonna work with the RPB. Yeah, it worked with the RPB barrel 22. Oh. Well, that's so. Oh, yep. So this is the RPB 122. Oh, lot of oil and grease. So let me clean up my fingers.
2,000 years later.
Okay, guys. So we had taken out the stock barrel. So next step is we're gonna fit in the Lothar Walter 60 centimeter barrel. Oh, so you can see here the transfer port. Of course, the transfer port must go down, and this flat area here, it will on the hole, and this screw will gonna rest here. Yep. So that's it. So let's use the barrel installation tool. Slowly, slowly. Where are you? Oh, there. Oh, oh. So once you see the flat, have the transfer port and the flat one. Have to turn. You can see the flat, oh, right there, and a little push right there. So a little tip so that you will know that you're not getting over from here. You can try putting in the magazine. it, the magazine will gonna naturally push the barrel into its proper place right there. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna lock in the barrel. And then once it is locked, we can now unscrew the barrel removal tool slowly and gently counterclockwise. Right there. And then the end cap. So it doesn't end here because we also have to replace the pellet pusher. The pellet pusher, this is for oh, sorry. Oh, my mistake. My mistake. We have to do it do it all over again. Sorry guys. I forgot the barrel ring. We must put this one. Oh my. Because the barrel ring is the one will secure the tip of the barrel. My bad. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. My bad. So, yeah, the barrel ring will secure the tip here into the inside of this shroud. Oh, I'm just checking if the O-rings. Oh, oh, my bad. Oh, I damaged some of the O-rings. I damaged the tip O-ring here. So I'm gonna replace this one. Good thing is I still have RTI O-rings on hand. All right there. This is the one will hold the barrel and pellet pusher. Yep, pellet pusher. Okay, so let's continue. So I replaced the O-ring at the tip of the barrel near the transfer port because when I turned the barrel without this barrel ring, it damaged the O-ring. Might had a friction somewhere. So let's do it again with the barrel ring, of course. Oh, it's easier this time because we have now the barrel ring installed. So same procedure, have to push a little bit and then to make sure use the magazine. It will put the barrel in place, but we have to check also. Wait a moment. Right there. Oh, remove the magazine, remove the barrel tool, and then the shroud cap, and then the pellet pusher. So we're gonna need another Allen key for that. Guys, so we already removed the Allen screw, and we're about to, right there, got the caliber 22 pellet pusher, and let's install the new one. So right there, I have tightened the screw for the pellet pusher, and that's it. The next thing is we're gonna tune the pellet for GSB 44 grains. I have also here the single shot tray. Let's try if it will fit. Yes, it fits the single shot tray. So watch out for my next upload. I'm gonna demonstrate how do I tune my RTI Prophet using the hammer spring and the pressure. So I've seen a lot of videos in YouTube that they use 150 bars. They set 150 bars for the GSB 44 grains. So first I'm gonna also try that one, and the difference is mine has two external power plenums. So total plenum of this air gun is around 114 cc, 114 cc. Without the external plenum, you only have uh, 72. Yeah, because each one is around 24, I think. Yep, 70 cc. The stock. Without the external plenums, we only have 70 cc of plenum, air plenum, and plus 42. We have the we have plus 44, 22 each, so we have 114 cc of external plenum. So until here, and thank you for watching, and keep safe, and enjoy shooting. And of course, don't forget, be a responsible gun owner. Keep safe always. See you guys and God bless. Okay, YouTube friends, so I just finished filling up my tank, the 500cc. So I fill up until 200 bar. So I'm gonna adjust the output pressure first to 140, since my desired muzzle speed is only 900 fps, and since I also having these two external plenum. So to adjust the pressure, we're gonna need to turn this into clockwise clockwise direction. So right there. So right now readings to 50. So I'm gonna turn it slowly. To until 140. Okay guys, so just adjusted the rig output pressure to 140, and tank is around 220. So right now I'm gonna demonstrate to you how does the assisted bag works. So because at the moment my hammer spring is flush out, all the way out. So we're gonna cock in and observe. See, the pressure that coming out is not enough, because we're having a valve block. We need to increase the hammer spring tension. So I'm gonna turn to one turn, and then let's observe again. So still, let's turn again the hammer spring, another turn. And let's observe. So I think it needs one more or half. And see. And then another half. So we have now 3 turns of the hammer spring. So reg pressure now. So it settles. The output pressure now settles at 135. So let's have another dry fire. Okay, so I can feel now the. So what I'm gonna do next is we're gonna connect the chrono, and then shut and check how much will be the speed. Okay, so let's have a first shot to check if how much will be the muzzle velocity. You see, still having a ball block. So I think I need to one more turn. .642 FPS. So another quarter turn. .931. You see the assisted bulb now is working. We have 931 at a regulated pressure of 130. So that's just too much. So I think I'm gonna return it a little bit. Hey guys, so I loosen up a little bit. And let's see. .937. Oh. 937 at 130 bars. So right there, my reg settles at 130. 130 and 930 FPS of muzzle speed. For other tests conducted by reviews in the YouTube without the 2 plenums, they set the reg pressure at 150, and same we're having the muzzle speed of 930 fps. But since mine has two external plenums, so I'm having the extra power with a lower reg pressure. With the hammer spring of 3 1/4 turns, flush coming from the flush out, so 3 1/2 turns, 130 930 fps with using the two external power plenums. So I learned it from the comment section in our RTI group. According to Sir Monte Shosted, according to him, for every cc you add up to the plenum of a proppet, that will be also your bar added to your output pressure. So if you're having this external plenum, it will be your advantage of having to set up lower reg pressure with more powerful output.